Hey, what's going on everyone? In this video, I'm going to be doing a comprehensive speed test against NordVPN and ExpressVPN and see which one comes out on top. So in this video, I'm going to be using both of these VPNs for connecting to uTorrent, the American version of Netflix, and just a general speed test as well. So quickly, just before I do get started, if you are looking to sign up for either of these providers, I do have massive discount links down below in the video description if you're looking to save yourself a bit of money. Let's get started. Okay guys, so before I go ahead and connect ExpressVPN or NordVPN, the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and run a base speed test which we can measure from. And at the moment, I'm here in Australia and I'm not connected to any VPNs whatsoever at the moment. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the Google built-in speed test tool. So I'm just going to go ahead and run this one at the moment. And as you can see, I'm getting speeds of roughly around close to 40 megabytes download per second. So depending on where you are in the world, this may be incredibly fast or incredibly slow. I know Australia doesn't have the best internet speeds when compared to the rest of the world, but this is pretty average for what I get pretty much throughout the day. So these are the numbers that I'll be comparing ExpressVPN and NordVPN to. So keep these in mind: 40 megabytes download and 6.7 upload. Okay guys, so the first VPN I'm going to test is ExpressVPN. And as you can see, I've already gone ahead and connected to an Australian-based server using ExpressVPN. And just to confirm I actually am, I can just go ahead and click on the ExpressVPN icon. And as you can see, I'm connected to an Australian-based server. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and rerun the speed test. So right now I'm getting speeds of around 10, 15, 25 megabytes download per second. So that has taken off around 15 megabytes download from my original speed, and the upload is, funnily enough, still the same. So this is pretty typical when using a VPN. You can expect your speeds to lower a little bit, and as you can see, this has dropped maybe by around 30 to 35%. Okay guys, so now I've gone ahead and connected myself to an Australian-based server using NordVPN. And as you can see, I've got my location set to Australia. So again, I'm going to go ahead and rerun the same speed test and see what numbers we get. So at the moment we're getting 10, 15, 20, and it's dropping down to 14, 13, 16, and the uploads is pretty much, it's kind of going all over the place, but it's kind of settling at around 3 to 4 megabytes upload per second. So when we compare this to ExpressVPN, we were getting 25 download per second and around 6.7 upload. So in this particular category, ExpressVPN definitely does come out on top. So the next thing I'm going to test between NordVPN and ExpressVPN is the speed of using a torrenting manager such as uTorrent. So at the moment, I'm not connected to any VPNs whatsoever, as again, I want to set a base speed test for downloading a torrent. So as you can see, I'm getting download speeds of around 2.7 megabytes per second, and I'm just downloading a free open source software called Ubuntu. And at the moment, I'm getting around 2.8, so it's kind of hovering close to that 3 megabyte download per second mark. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and connect ExpressVPN and see how they stack up when downloading torrents. So I've gone ahead and connected ExpressVPN, and as you can see, the numbers I'm getting at the moment are around 2.5 to 2.6 megabytes download per second. So this is doing exceptionally well, as there's only just a slight difference when downloading torrents with ExpressVPN. Our original download was around 2.8 to 2.7, so it definitely is shaving a little bit off the top, but it's nothing that noticeable, especially if you're downloading a smaller torrent. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and connect NordVPN and see how they stack up in this category. So I've gone ahead and connected to NordVPN, and as for the speeds I'm receiving with NordVPN, they're kind of fluctuating between around 1.5 megabytes download per second and 2.3. So it's not really leveling off at a steady speed, which is quite unfortunate, but nonetheless, it's still doing okay. It's nowhere near as good as ExpressVPN, which is getting around 2.6 to 2.5 megabytes download per second. And just a reminder, our original download speed was around 2.7 1.7. So this again is definitely shaving a little bit off the top, more than what I'd like to see. So in this category, ExpressVPN definitely does come out on top again. Okay guys, so the next thing I'm going to compare between ExpressVPN and NordVPN is the speed of connecting to an internationally based server for accessing geo-blocked content on Netflix. So as I'm located here in Australia, I miss out on tons of content that can only be found in other countries. So for myself personally, this is one of the main reasons that I use VPNs, and having a really fast VPN definitely has its advantages. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and search for a United States-based server. I can just go ahead and click and then connect. And this will also double up as a test for seeing whether or not these providers actually work for accessing geo-blocked content. So as you can see, I'm now connected to a server in San Francisco. So I'm just going to go back to my Netflix homepage. I'll refresh the browser, and this will then put me onto the American-based version of Netflix. So what I'm going to do now is just go ahead and search for Marvel. So as you can see, we have several Marvel movies available, such as Avengers, Infinity War, Black Panther, Ant-Man and the Wasp, and the list pretty much goes on. So what I'm going to do now is actually go ahead and play a little bit of one of these movies in real time, as I really want to show you guys a real world indication of what it's like to use VPNs, and more specifically ExpressVPN, for accessing geo-blocked content. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on this one, and there'll be no edits whatsoever, as I really want to show you guys an indication of how these VPNs actually perform. And from my own experience, it generally does take 5 to 10 seconds. And as you can see, that took around the 5 to 10 second mark, which is pretty typical speeds that I receive when using ExpressVPN. And I'm not sure if you can see this, but this is also streaming in high definition. So I've gone ahead and disconnected from ExpressVPN. And what I'm going to do now is just go ahead and do the same process with NordVPN. So again, I'm just going to go ahead and search for the United States. I'll click on that region, and this will go ahead and automatically connect me to the fastest server in the US. And this will just take a couple of moments to connect. And once it's highlighted in green, this just notifies me that my entire laptop device, including all of my browsers, is now connected. So again, I'm going to go back to my Netflix homepage. I'll refresh the browser. And again, I'll go ahead and search for Marvel. And as you can see, we have the same Marvel movie titles available. So in this instance, I'm just going to go ahead and maybe click on a different movie and see how this one loads when using NordVPN. And again, there'll be no edits whatsoever, as I really want to show you guys an indication of how it plays out. So as you can see, guys, that pretty much loaded in around 2 to 3 seconds, which is exceptionally fast when using NordVPN. So there you have it, guys. That's my comprehensive speed test between ExpressVPN and NordVPN. As for the one that I would personally choose, well, from my testing, ExpressVPN did come out on top out of 2 of 3 categories. However, if you are looking to stream content and that's your main decision for choosing a VPN, then NordVPN actually might be the better option for you. So it all depends on your specific needs, but nonetheless, I'm sure you won't go wrong with either of these providers. And again, if you are looking to save a little bit of money and help out this channel, don't forget to check out the massive discount links down below in the video description. So hopefully this video has helped you out a little bit. If you'd like to see any other speed test comparison videos between VPNs, please drop your ideas down below, as I'll be more than happy to help you guys out. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.